In the quiet corridors of power and on the decks of aircraft carriers, military alliances quietly shape the world. These alliances are the unseen architects of global power, determining who stands with whom when crisis strikes. Today, as global tensions rise from Eastern Europe to the South China Sea, these agreements are being tested like never before. Understanding alliances is essential. They are not just signatures on paper, but solemn vows to defend one another. The principle of collective defense, an attack on one is an attack on all, raises the stakes for any aggressor. Alliances amplify the power of their members, creating a more stable international environment. Some alliances are decades old, forged in the aftermath of war. Others are new, built to face 21st century threats. Each has its own rules and dynamics, but all share a common purpose: to deter conflict and maintain order. The strength of these bonds can mean the difference between a local dispute and a global crisis. Across the globe, alliances define the major teams in the game of international competition. On one side, democratic alliances led by the United States. On the other, new groupings led by China and Russia. The trust or mistrust between these blocs will shape the future of peace and war. In a world on edge, alliances are the framework upon which our security is built. Military alliances serve three core purposes: deterrence, cooperation, and unity. First, deterrence. Alliances warn adversaries, attack one, face all. This collective security makes war far less likely, as the cost of aggression skyrockets. Second, alliances enable complex cooperation. Joint training, shared technology, and standardized procedures ensure members can fight side by side. This interoperability multiplies their strength beyond the sum of their parts. Third, alliances project unity, giving their members a louder voice in global affairs. United, they shape international norms, impose sanctions, and mediate conflicts more effectively. These pillars, deterrence, cooperation, unity, are what give alliances their enduring power. They are not just about preparing for war, but about preventing it. By binding nations together, alliances foster trust and stability. In a turbulent world, they are a crucial tool for keeping the peace. The world today is more unpredictable than at any time since the Cold War. Great power competition between the US, China, and Russia is reshaping global security. Threats now include cyber attacks, disinformation, and economic coercion, not just military force. Old alliances like NATO and US partnerships in Asia are being called upon to address these new challenges. These established alliances provide stability and a framework for collective response. At the same time, new, flexible coalitions are emerging as nations hedge their bets and seek diverse partners. The world is now multipolar, with middle powers gaining influence and alliances shifting based on interests. This creates a complex map where countries can be allies on one issue and rivals on another. The risk of miscalculation is high. Regional crises can quickly escalate globally. The war in Ukraine and tensions in the Taiwan Strait show how fragile peace can be. The strength and adaptability of alliances will determine whether we move toward stability or conflict. In this environment, alliances are under intense scrutiny. The stakes have never been higher. When it comes to military alliances, NATO stands above all others. Founded in 1949, NATO's core is Article 5. An attack on one is an attack on all. This principle has deterred aggression and preserved peace in Europe for over 75 years. NATO's strength lies in its deep military integration, standardized equipment, joint exercises, and seamless cooperation among 32 nations. Its political unity is just as vital. Decisions require consensus, ensuring every member has a voice. NATO has adapted to new threats, from terrorism to cyber warfare, and expanded its membership. Despite internal debates, it remains the gold standard for alliances worldwide. Its combination of security guarantees, military integration, and political cohesion is unmatched. NATO is more than a military machine. It's a force for stability in an uncertain world. It is the benchmark by which all other alliances are measured. In Asia, the US relies on a network of bilateral alliances, known as the hub and spoke system. The US is the hub, with key allies: Japan, South Korea, the Philippines, Australia, and Thailand. As spokes, each alliance is tailored to specific regional needs, from deterring North Korea to ensuring maritime security. This flexible structure allows the U.S. to maintain strong ties across a vast region. Recently, the U.S. has encouraged allies to work together, forming new groupings like the Quad and AUKUS. These minilateral arrangements address specific security challenges, especially the rise of China. The goal: a web of partnerships to uphold a free and open Indo-Pacific. By strengthening old alliances and building new ones, the U.S. aims to deter conflict and preserve stability. This evolving network is America's answer to the strategic challenges of the 21st century. It's a dynamic system designed for a complex region. The Shanghai Cooperation Organization, or SCO, led by China and Russia, is often seen as a counterweight to Western alliances. Unlike NATO, the SCO lacks a collective defense clause. Its focus is on regional security, economic cooperation, and countering terrorism. The SCO is more a political and economic bloc than a military alliance. Its members, including India, Pakistan, and Iran, have diverse and sometimes competing interests. China and Russia use the SCO to project influence and promote alternatives to the US-led order. However, internal rivalries and the absence of binding defense commitments limit its cohesion. The SCO is a significant player in Eurasian politics, but it is not a unified military alliance. It reflects a different approach to security in a multipolar world. The Collective Security Treaty Organization, or CSTO, is Russia's answer to NATO, uniting several former Soviet republics. It has a collective defense clause, but in practice, the CSTO is far less cohesive and powerful than NATO. Russia dominates the alliance, and its actions often reflect Moscow's interests more than true partnership. The CSTO's most notable action was a brief peacekeeping mission in Kazakhstan, but it has failed to intervene in other member conflicts. This inconsistency has damaged its credibility as a security guarantor. The CSTO remains a regional alliance with significant limitations. It lacks the integration and shared values that make NATO effective. Its future depends on Russia's strength and willingness to act. In international security, trust is everything. The power of an alliance depends on whether its promises are believed by members and adversaries alike. A credible, united alliance deters aggression and reduces the risk of miscalculation. Public commitments and joint exercises signal strength. Any sign of division invites risk. The perception of unity is as important as actual military power. In hotspots like Eastern Europe and the South China Sea, alliance credibility is constantly tested. Ultimately, the strength of an alliance is measured in trust, built over years of cooperation and shared sacrifice. This trust must be nurtured and defended. In geopolitics, belief in an alliance can be the key to preserving peace. Military alliances are more relevant than ever. They are the foundation of global security. Today's alliances must be flexible, adapting to new threats like cyber warfare, terrorism, and economic coercion. Minilateral groups like the Quad and AUKUS show how alliances are evolving to meet specific challenges. The contest between US-led democratic alliances and alternative blocs like the SCO will shape the century. No nation can face global challenges alone. Cooperation is a necessity, not a choice. Alliances, for all their flaws, remain the most effective tool for managing insecurity and promoting peace. They are a declaration that we are stronger together. The future of global security depends on the strength, cohesion, and adaptability of these partnerships. Whether the 21st century is defined by cooperation or conflict will depend on the promises we keep. The world's security rests on the alliances we build and honor.